First, I want to ask you about your English. Are you using all of the skills that you've learned? Are you using adjective clauses, adverb phrases, reciprocal pronouns, gerunds and infinitives, commas? Are you using correlating conjunctions? If you're not, then why? Ask yourself. I think the answer as a teacher is not enough practice. All right, so we practice it. We need to use real English, and we need to do it again and again and again. So start with the sentence from last time. Town residents, including Mayor Finn, have expressed sadness about the disappearance. We talked about a statue that was stolen in our last lesson. So we added an adjective phrase here, including Mayor Finn, and it describes town residents, right? We could add an adjective clause. We say, which include Mayor Finn, but we reduced it. We made it smaller, and we say, including Mayor Finn. Now, what if we take out that adjective phrase? Is it okay? We have commas here, and those commas tell us that this adjective phrase is extra information. That means when we take it out, it's still correct. The meaning of the sentence is correct. Town residents have expressed sadness about the disappearance, right? It makes sense. We can add it back, and when we add it with commas, it's clear that we're adding extra information that describes this noun here. Now, another way to do it, we can use dashes. So, town residents, including Mayor Finn, have expressed sadness. Did you notice I paused here and I paused here? The same way I do with commas, but it's a stronger pause. It's a full stop, including Mayor Finn, but it does the same thing. We add extra information, some extra stuff. And we can also add parentheses. Parentheses help you do a similar thing. We're adding extra information, and this tells readers that it's not as important as the rest of the sentence, but it's extra, right? So in our last lesson, we said the Lady of Carville's missing. We were talking about a statue that somebody stole. But we decided the sentence is a little bit boring, so we want to add a question. Where's the Lady of Carville? Now it's like a mystery, right? Where is she? And when I read it, I'm a little bit more interested. We can also add quotation marks. We're going to practice that today. We do quotation marks for anything that somebody said. So this name, the Lady of Carville, it's a nickname. People call the statue the Lady of Carville, so we put it in quotation marks. But it's interesting, what about the question mark? The question mark goes outside of the quotation marks because the name of the statue does not include a question mark, right? We can also say, hey, where's the Lady of Carville? We're adding an interjection, and an interjection adds a feeling, or it sounds like natural speech. We can say, Connor asked, hey, where's the Lady of Carville? We added a colon here, and a colon can help you introduce a quotation. That's what we did here. Something's missing though. We need quotation marks. So we say, hey, where's the Lady of Carville? We added quotation marks here and here. Something interesting happens. If you have a quotation that is inside of a quotation, you need to use a single mark here and a single mark here. And of course, this time the question mark goes inside the quotation because that's part of Connor's question. That's a whole question, right? We have 24 lessons, and last time we studied lesson 23. That means today is our last lesson. We need to review, and we're going to do that right now. Maybe you forgot something since last time. You need to review, bounce back up to 100%. Tomorrow you're going to forget a little bit more, bounce back up to 100%. We review, 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 and then you'll become totally confident about your skills. So, last time, here are two sentences from our paragraph. We talked about adding a couple things, improving the paragraph. Let's try that. Residents offer help if they know things about. Now, know things, we decided that that was a little bit unclear. Know what? So we said know anything. That means important information or just one small detail. Anything is okay. People with information. Now we said which people? We decided to add a pronoun. Anyone with information about the man should call. And we decided that anyone is a singular noun. It's one person. We don't know who. We also changed something here. We said this man. Now we already talked about the man. We described him. We told a story about how he stole the statue. So we don't need to say the man, the man, the man. We could say this man. And the meaning is this man who we're talking about right now. Right? So, you guys watched a video last time and I asked you to write a paragraph about it. I got a great paragraph here to talk about. Let's read it. In this video, I saw people had a lot of enthusiasm and energy. Now here we need an extra word. We should say people who had a lot of enthusiasm and energy. That's an adjective clause. It's helping us describe people. They'd been working for several days and nights. Even though now here we have a problem. Even though what? We should say, even though I don't know where they're from or what their message was. We have a small word order mistake. What their message was. Putting all those wonderful balloons on top of that house, comma, I noticed that everyone had worked hard to achieve their dream and let the house fly in the sky. We can take out the word however because we already have even though. Even though it rained, we had a picnic. So it's the same idea here. I like how this person used in the sky, on the top of the house. We have great adverb clauses, adverb phrases that help us describe places, right? Therefore, I admire their efforts, and I believe this video has a very important message, which is never give up. Now, did you hear how I described it? A message, which is we need a comma here, right? Because we have an adjective clause here, but it's an extra adjective clause, right? If we take it out, the meaning is the same. Now, never give up is the message. We can choose to put that in quotation marks. That's correct, because that's a main idea. Or we could use a colon. We could say, has a very important message, colon, never give up. And that helps us share an example or helps us explain the message, right? So great job. Thanks for sending this paragraph. If you didn't send one last time, you can send it today. We have a new video and a new assignment. Our speaking activity, I asked you guys to look at this picture, and you guys recorded your voices, and we're going to listen to one right now that was a good example.
This is a special headphone created just for children, and this is very easy and fun to use. Everyone can use it without the help of an adult. Most of them comes in different colors.
All right, that was a great recording. I really appreciate you sending it. We have a couple things to talk about. Excellent things here. We used created, which was a passive verb, right? And it describes the headphone. So it's kind of headphone, which was created. We're using created by someone, passive, just for children. Now, a couple things we can work on. We can work on smooth speaking by squeezing words. When we say this is, we should say this is. This is very easy. We squeeze the words together. When we say to use, we say to use. To use. When we say can use, we say can use. Because we squeeze that word can, right? When we say in different colors, we say in different colors. It's really quickly. And that helps our rhythm, right? Some great things here. We used some of the grammar from last time. Like I said, passive voice, sold. They are sold by employees, by companies. We have a small mistake here. Most of them comes. It should be most of them come because it's plural. When we say most of them, that's one of the pronouns that we talked about last time. It's always plural because it's a group. Overall, this was a great recording. Thank you for recording it. If you didn't record one last time, do it today and send me an email about it. I'll give you advice about your speaking. So today's lesson 24. We already started practicing how to use dashes, parentheses, colons, quotation marks, but we need to practice it right. I want you guys to try it yourself. Go to our website. You're going to find 5 parts. Review, learn, practice, create, 100% review. Now the best way is to do all 5 in order. Let me show you. Here's our site. If you go over here, you'll find lesson 24, all those parts that I told you about. Today you might find a creation activity. Watch this video about how to open a lock and then describe it in your writing. You can do a speaking activity. Look at this weird picture and I'm going to ask you to describe it by speaking. You'll find 100% review activity. This is our NoteFull radio activity. Listen to a song. It's a listening activity. And then answer questions about the grammar. We can study English by using songs. So enjoy it. I hope you guys have fun with it. And I hope to read your writing and hear your speaking soon.